everybody, this is dkdynamite, and today what I have for you guys is the latest information regarding Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So, recently at E3, during PlayStation's press conference, we got a ton of new gameplay of Infinite Warfare's campaign, and Modern Warfare Remastered as well. And before I even jump into this information, let me just say, I thought E3 was absolutely incredible this year. This was honestly one of the best E3s that we've had in a very long time. I loved both Sony and Microsoft's press conference, and to be honest with you, the lineup of games this year is just insane. There's just so many great games that are coming out, and I'm planning on making a separate video talking about the games that I'm most excited for and everything that I really loved from this year's E3 event. So let's jump right into this information regarding Infinite Warfare. First up, it was confirmed that Game Informer's July magazine cover is indeed Infinite Warfare. So we'll of course get a lot of information regarding the campaign, hopefully some multiplayer teasers, and maybe even some teasers regarding the new Space Zombies mode. So at the moment, we don't know anything about multiplayer or zombies, but I'm looking forward to see how Infinity Ward teases us with this information. Next up, it was confirmed that Kit Harington, who stars on Game of Thrones, will indeed be the main villain in Infinite Warfare. So I'm hoping that we get a new trailer in the next couple of weeks to showcase some of the new characters, the main villain himself, some more about the plot of the game, so on and so forth. But this to me is pretty cool news. We have a Game of Thrones star as the main villain in Infinite Warfare. I also thought it was mind-blowing to see Kevin Spacey as the main villain in Advanced Warfare. That to me was just absolutely insane, and I just hope to see a more powerful villain here within Infinite Warfare. But next up, as we move on to the PlayStation press conference, it was officially confirmed that PS4 players who pre-purchase select editions of Infinite Warfare will get the Modern Warfare Remastered campaign 30 days early. So yes, this is huge news for all the Call of Duty fans out there. We don't have to wait till the launch of Infinite Warfare to play Modern Warfare Remastered, or the campaign at least. This to me is just insane. So on October 5th, if you pre-purchase a select edition of Infinite Warfare, you'll be able to play the Modern Warfare Remastered campaign. That to me is incredible, but we're still waiting to see exactly how this is going to work. We're waiting to see where we get our codes from, so on and so forth. But again, this is just insane and just very exciting to think about. So I was planning on streaming the Modern Warfare Remastered campaign right when Infinite Warfare came out. But since we get the Modern Warfare Remastered campaign a month early, I could stream the campaign a lot earlier than expected, and I can then stream the Infinite Warfare campaign right when the game launches. So this to me is great, and we'll of course have to wait till the launch of Infinite Warfare to play Modern Warfare Remastered multiplayer. But this to me is just beautiful. I just cannot wait to get my hands on Modern Warfare Remastered. But let me know what you think about all of that down below in the comments section. But we also got some gorgeous new gameplay of Infinite Warfare's campaign. I'll leave the link to the gameplay down below in the description. It is titled Ship Assault Gameplay. So to me, this gameplay alone has me sold on the whole space idea with Call of Duty. As I mentioned before in my previous news roundup videos for this game, I specifically said I'm still not sold on the space theme with Call of Duty, but I'm still going to give the game a shot. Just because I'm not sold doesn't mean that I'm not gonna go pick up the game at launch and give it a shot. But as far as space goes now, after seeing this gameplay, I'm definitely sold on the idea. I think it looks beautiful, the gameplay looks very engaging, very fast paced, and it's not what everybody thought it was gonna be. This is not Star Wars Battlefront, this is not Mass Effect, this is Call of Duty with space mechanics. It's the same idea as Black Ops 3's futuristic mechanics. Again, it's still boots on the ground in a way, but they're adding on something new. And that something new changes the gameplay, but for the better. If you don't like Call of Duty, if you don't like what you saw in the gameplay trailer, then don't buy the game. It's as simple as that. But in terms of the gameplay, this was a lot better than the footage that we saw back in the reveal trailer for Infinite Warfare. After watching the reveal trailer, I definitely wasn't sold on Infinite Warfare. I looked at it and it looked dry to me. It didn't look too engaging. The story didn't seem too interesting. But we of course know that Modern Warfare Remastered is coming along with Infinite Warfare, so we're all of course going to buy it. But in terms of Infinite Warfare itself, that reveal trailer just wasn't as good as it should have been. If they would have shown this gameplay during the reveal trailer, then I would have been sold on this space-themed Call of Duty right on the spot. I really would have been. But after watching this gameplay, I just cannot wait to see what Infinity Ward brings to the table with multiplayer. Now, it was of course confirmed that we're not going to be getting a multiplayer reveal until Call of Duty XP, so I'm assuming, since that's all the way in September, we're not going to be seeing a multiplayer beta until maybe mid-September. Maybe. And if it's similar to last year's beta, then Xbox and PC will of course get the beta a week after PlayStation does. That's what I'm assuming at the moment, but we'll just have to wait and see. I just think it's great that PS4 players get to experience the Modern Warfare Remastered campaign 30 days before the game's initial launch. It sucks that Xbox and PC won't have that benefit, but again, that's how this exclusivity works between Sony and Activision. Now, along with that, it was also confirmed that Infinite Warfare does indeed have a VR experience this year. So, as we all know, Project Morpheus is the VR headset for the PlayStation 4. And during the press conference, it was confirmed that on October 13th, Project Morpheus will release for $400. So, I can even make a separate video talking about my opinions on VR as a whole. But to break it down to you, if you do buy Project Morpheus when it releases, there's a pretty good lineup of games to experience VR with, and Infinite Warfare is indeed one of them. The game looks absolutely beautiful with a VR headset. And the fact that we got to see a flight scene with VR just blew my mind. And it was confirmed that the Jackal flight demo was indeed free flight, not on rails. So what that means is that you have the freedom to steer your Jackal ship anywhere you want to go in space. When it says not on rails, what that means is you're not going to be restricted in terms of where you could move using this ship. And the fact that we can use VR with this gameplay segment just means that it's going to be just mind-blowing. Virtual reality in space for a Call of Duty game. Combine those three concepts and tell me that's not just incredibly badass. Now, during the actual gameplay, if you actually look up close to the HUD, you can actually notice a boost meter. Now, we all know there's a boost meter in Black Ops 3. So what that confirms is that Infinite Warfare's movement system will indeed be very similar to Black Ops 3. And that to me is a very good thing. I've said this before, I'm not a big fan of the exo movement that we saw within Advanced Warfare. I just didn't have a good experience with that movement. But the movement in Black Ops 3 is marvelous. I love the flow of each match in multiplayer. I love how the movement feels in the campaign. It just feels natural. You're playing boots on the ground. You're playing a classic Call of Duty, but with the addition of futuristic mechanics such as wall running, sliding, thrust jumps, so on and so forth. Those futuristic mechanics aren't overpowered. They don't change gameplay completely. They don't alter the game to the point where you can't play boots on the ground if you wanted to. Advanced Warfare's movement did. If you didn't use the exo movement in multiplayer, then you're fucked. You pretty much can't move around to certain areas of the map without the movement. But with Black Ops 3, it just feels natural as hell. And the fact that we see a similarity with Infinite Warfare's movement just means that the multiplayer experience will either be better or pretty much almost the same as Black Ops 3, which to me is not a bad thing. I'm very excited about that, but unfortunately if you don't like Black Ops 3 and you don't like the movement in the current Call of Duty, then you're probably not going to enjoy Infinite Warfare. But again, if you're going to go into space, just make sure you balance the movement. And the fact that it's similar to Black Ops 3 just means that it's already balanced. They're working on ways to make the community happy, and this to me is a very good step in doing so. So thanks for watching, everybody. Leave all your thoughts and feedback down below in the comment section regarding what you guys think about Infinite Warfare, about E3, the PlayStation press conference, and anything else you want. Has this gameplay changed your mind? Are you now going to buy Infinite Warfare because of the gameplay you just saw? Leave all your thoughts down below. This is dkdynamite. Peace.